Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Welcome back to the S&S crew for a little reaction. Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers in Brazil. Jer, what is up? Are you ready to do a recap of this divisional battles?
Ready to talk about the Chiefs' apparent Super Bowl hangover as well. Except for they lost. They looked sharp in areas. Kelsey with that touchdown and everything. The missed field goal kind of set things kind of tumbling. I know they still wouldn't have won if they got those points back. But, I really thought when our Marion Hampton ran out of bounds there and gave the Chiefs that field goal, I thought that was going to be the difference that gave the Chiefs the win. But no, Marion Hampton actually, he looked pretty decent besides his little hiccup there. And, he went hard on the defense. So, we will see how this Chiefs defense is going to react.
Well, this broke the 7-game losing streak they had against Kansas City, right? So it's nice to start off the season with a division victory. And you've been getting punked for, 3.5 years, almost 4 years worth of losses by this dynasty. And on the third play, man, just like the Eagles, injury, the Super Bowl hangover, I don't know what it is, Super Bowl curse. Something's in the water for these teams that come off the Super Bowl because I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just taxed from playing extra games and their body having to do extra reps. But man, Xavier Worthy, shoulder injury, ran into Travis Kelsey. So Kansas City went back to their dinking and dunking ways, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure guys like Juju Smith and not Xavier Worthy, but Hollywood Brown are going to be able to keep the load up, man, because Patrick Mahomes was running for his life half the game as well, right? So, Mahomes couldn't get anything going, right? The second half, he picked it up.
Yeah, the Chargers looked like they were on a revenge game or something. Definitely. It's like we've lost these guys so many times. It's like, no, this is our chance for revenge in Sao Paola. Everyone's on the road. Let's see. The defense looked great. Besides the couple of big ticket plays that they gave up. They looked pretty tough, man. Kansas City couldn't get much going until they did, and it wasn't enough. So
they made them work, I thought, man. For all the first downs, a lot of 4th and 1s and 2s. Kansas City's running game wasn't impressive until maybe the second half, I thought. You know what I mean? Pacheco had a few good runs there, but, Kansas City, I guess you could say this for any team, man, but when you don't have chunk plays, it's just so hard to score in the NFL. It just takes, 6, 7, 8-minute drives. Your offensive line's bagged. I don't know who can hold up to that. So, interesting. Kansas City is not getting any easier next week, Jer. We know they're hosting some team from Pennsylvania. So that will be a tough game. And then also the Chargers, they're going to be playing Monday night in Vegas. So that's a divisional game there. So no cupcake for them. But overall, Jim Harbaugh goes to 6-0 in season openers as an NFL head coach. What are your thoughts on that stat? Do you think that's just gets people fired up, or
that hard-nosed kind of a direction? It gets people really fired up early. We will see if that carries on, and how much injuries and everything. San Diego. Woo! LA had a tough year last year. LA had a tough year last year with injuries. So if they can just stay moderately healthy, It's looking good.
I
Really
was
like
I was
Mickey
shocked by the
Beckton
receivers,
and
bro.
yeah,
Keenan Allen is
yeah.
reborn. Quentin Johnston, I mean, he can kind of catch the
Quentin
ball now,
Johnston,
like have some.
yeah, love him. No one can cover McConkey. I don't know what it
No,
is.
he's just slippery. He knows how to get into those zones and just sit down, and reminds me a lot of the Welker type of, and Edelman type of.
Definitely.
Not just because he's white, but I mean, because he is just kind of smaller, right? And he can. It looks like he's going to
Build,
get
yeah,
hit and
no, for sure,
just
right?
crumble, but he doesn't try to go to contact. He'll go down if he has to, and I mean, I was just surprised how many times Herbert slung it today. Like, I think he had 34 attempts. I mean, like I was saying the other day, I thought, Chargers going to establish the run, Jim Harbaugh, old school football. And Herbert was 25 for 34, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, making an early claim to MVP. I know he was 20-1. Pat Mahomes, I mean, second half numbers look good. 24 of 39 overall, 258. Threw for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown. Just as usual, but man, Kansas City is missing Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy, Jer. I could see Philadelphia possibly being favored for that game, for after the public will be shitting on Kansas City and
not if they don't have
Big
Jalen
Red.
Carter. If they don't have Jalen Carter,
I think he'll play.
Yeah,
because he technically missed a whole game already. If you think about it, right? He already missed the first game, so
yeah,
another game might be a little excessive, and who knows? I mean, he does do stupid shit, but that's gonna be a big game. So 2 division games in the books, Jer. We have the underdogs cashing both those games. What else? Any other thoughts that you were thinking about Kansas City? Their defense, I mean, didn't come up with the big plays that I thought they would. Chris Jones had 1 or 2 nice plays, but the secondary, didn't make the big plays that I thought they usually would have. And like you said, Chargers just had energy. They just came out like guns a-blazing.
Tonight, Chris Jones was on the sideline all gassed and just... Again, yeah, total Super Bowl hangover. I could just see it. They played too many games. They gave too many interviews. They,
right.
This, that,
it adds
other.
up.
Yeah. So
I mean,
who knows? They're at home. They're at home next week, so maybe that'll be a rejuvenating factor. I think as long as
they got 10 days off.
Our Eagles defense, young defense, just holds their own, doesn't, not world beaters, maybe holds them to 21, just like the Chargers did. I think we'll be good. I think we can at least put our 24 that we did on Dallas. And
yeah, I think it's,
at least.
I think I'll be teasing up the Eagles as soon as possible because I don't think that number is going to stay at 1.5. You know what I mean? I think that's going to dip sooner than later. But Chargers, I was impressed by them. I guess they didn't have to play at home and have their home field disadvantage that they usually have in SoFi. So maybe they'll ask to play a few more international games. And I believe this is the first of 7 international games that the NFL has concocted. I mean, I don't mind them as long as the time zone difference isn't that bad.
It's usually about 6 in the morning for us. The East Coast
for the Europe games, right?
Better, right? 9 a.m. It's like our 10 a.m. game. They're like, hey, this is kind of cool. Get up early, watch a game. But,
But I mean, with Brazil being they're in our same time zone, which is kind of cool, right? So it's like we don't have to get up super early or super late. And, it's not in Australia or some, country on the other side of the world. So that part is kind of cool, I guess. And they're trying to grow the game in different continents. Obviously, soccer, footy is the number 1 sport out there. And then I heard MMA is, I think, number 2, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all that. So we're going to see some more Brazil games. That's what Kamish was saying there, Goodell. Any final thoughts for you, Jer, as we wrap up our, I guess, first and only Friday game of the year? Chargers 27, Chiefs 21.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
They were flying yesterday. I mean, by the skate of their
That's
pants. But yeah, so that week 2. I mean, that's a rematch of the Super Bowl, Jer.
Revenge game, yeah.
Season opener at home for Kansas City. Got to think they're going to be slightly motivated. Eagles didn't look that great in week 1. Could they maybe just be sleepwalking into that week 2? They could be walking to a buzzsaw.
Like I said, that shock in the first half of what we lost our best player. What are we doing? What are we doing? And they got it together, right? Just like always, give them a little time.
Right.
They could watch this game tonight and be like, oh, we're going to feast on them. Who knows?
Well, hopefully see. Eagles don't celebrate too hard. You know what I mean? No party, because you got like 10 days off, right? So they're probably, it's like a mini bye. They're right out. Maybe they could be out partying and whatnot. And
Jalen Carter's
Kansas City's choked.
Celebrating. He's going to be hitting the gym or doing wind sprints or something, man. He's going to be so ready for this next game if he's in. It's going to be nasty.
As they say with Jalen Carter, spit happens. So Jalen did his thing. So yeah, man, we got some pretty exciting games on Sunday. Obviously, Baltimore in Buffalo, rematch of the playoffs. I think Baltimore is favored now. I'm not liking that for my underdog pick of the week. I don't know about you, Jared. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
Yet another revenge game for Baltimore. They seem to kind of own Buffalo in the regular season. That's why I took them as my silver pick this week, I believe. And I think they got to win one of these regular season matchups one of these times. In Buffalo, hype, new season. Buffalo wins most of their home games. So yeah, that's kind of
they usually do.
My reasoning there.
I mean, both teams are, like you said, both teams are regular season champs, right? They kill in the regular season. You got the 3 last MVP award winners with Lamar, and Josh Allen. So I don't know. I mean, who's ever the dog is probably who I think is going to win that game because it's such a coin flip game. But it's going to be, like you said, another revenge game. And then Monday night, we got a divisional battle once again. The New Look Bears are hosting the Vikings. Vikings have the rookie quarterback, and the Bears have the whiz kid Ben Johnson. What are your thoughts on that one, Jer, before we wrap up?
Yeah, Ben Johnson just changing the culture over there, trying to go for a full change-up mode. Defense is looking better. Offense is supposed to
second-year quarterback.
Second-year quarterback, could be a sophomore jinx, but what could help a sophomore jinx more than a new coach and a new system? And, from what I've heard, just a new approach entirely, what should have happened last year. And it's going
to be interesting to see.
Divisional
I think
battle.
Detroit and Chicago play week 2 as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how Detroit does with no Ben Johnson, how Chicago does with Ben Johnson. First game, prime time, Monday night, and then they face each other week 2. So the NFL schedule makers, these guys aren't dummies. You know what I mean? These guys are up to something. So we're getting a lot of these classical revenge games, Jer. So gotta love it. We're going to thank everyone for joining us.
Yes.
And we're going to catch everyone next time on the next edition of S&S